put the hook bait in with the PVA bag. I'm putting some freebies around so that when the PVA bag lands in the water on the bottom, it will dissolve. Then you'll have the hook bait surrounded by the freebies, so it makes it more attractive. I'm fishing for carp today, and as you can see, it's quite a modern setup, and these are called bite alarms. And in my pocket I've got a little receiver so that when the fish picks up the bait, the line goes and you hear that noise and you know that you've got a carp on the end. Now, a lot of anglers consider this to be a lazy type of fishing, but for me, I think there's a lot of skill involved in this. And the great thing about fishing is that it presents to us as anglers lots of variety. My first fish was caught in the 1960s when I was just a young boy, and it was a tiny little gudgeon. Of course, today I'm after bigger fish. This is an all or nothing approach, but that first fish I will never forget because it's what started me off on this path that I'm still walking today in my 50s. But of course, although I've been an angler all my life, I haven't been a Christian for that many years. In fact, 22 years of age when I first came to faith in Christ. And like many people, I believed in God. I believed that there was someone up there, but that God didn't really have an effect upon my life. When the perch hits it, and I think I might have a fish on there, John. Shall we see? Yes.
Fish on.
Yeah. Very opportune. Yeah, it's great. I'm a happy camper. I wasn't actually looking for faith, but I think, as we often say, Jesus found me. And I was in a typical situation, many young lads. I used to enjoy going out for a drink on a Friday and Saturday, getting involved in a little bit of a punch-up sometimes, certainly at the football grounds and all that sort of thing. And I came to a point in my life where I realised that I was on a path that was quite destructive. And one day, it was quite a revelationary moment, really. The penny dropped. I'd always believed in God, and I always believed that there was a Christ who died on the cross, but it was never personal for me. And what happened in that moment is that Jesus became very personal, and I knew that when he died on that cross 2,000 years ago, that he died for me. And the only way I can describe it is that the gloom lifted, the darkness lifted, and I had this insight into what the Christian faith is all about. 22 years of age, I'd lived on the one side of the fence, I've lived on this side, and for me, there is no comparison. And if anyone is watching this video, maybe you're an angler, and so that's what got you interested in taking a look at this particular clip, but you've never really considered God, or you believe there's someone up there, but you've never gone beyond that. I want to say that exploring faith, giving yourself to Christ, coming into that relationship with God will be the best thing that you can ever do. For me, I've got lots of stuff in my life that I enjoy. My fishing, certainly. 2014, I fished every single day of the year. It was on my bucket list. In fact, it was the one thing on my bucket list. And during the year, including Christmas Day, I managed to get out and do some fishing every single part of that year, every single day of that year. But fishing, football, family, all those things, they're all important. But the centre of my life, without doubt, as I'm often happy to say to folks in conversation, the centre of my life is that relationship with Jesus Christ.